I don't know what this is, genuinely. I mean, it seems like he did an event, right? And I don't know. I don't know. I literally don't know what it is. It's just called We Robot event. I took the smaller version because it's like 2 hours long. I saw that on top of trending, it's like his regular video, but it's like 2 hours and a half. I'm not sitting there 2 hours and a half to watch this. Is that a new Tesla? Self-driving. He has mastered the show presentation. You can tell. No, I don't know what this is about.
The We Robot Party. So we have quite a show for you tonight. I think you're gonna like it. As you can see, I just arrived in the Robotaxi, the Cybercab, and
Cybercab.
there's 20 more where that came from. So they've been traveling. There's no people in them, as you can see. The car's just going by with no people. And we have 50 fully autonomous cars here tonight. So you'll see Model Ys and the Cybercab, all driverless. You'll be able to take a ride in the Cybercab. There's no steering wheel or pedals.
Wait, what? No steering wheels or pedals? This means it's fully autonomous, meaning you cannot even do anything with it. You cannot put your hand on the wheel, you know what I mean?
So I hope this goes well. I think the cost of autonomous transport will be so low that you can think of it like individualized mass transit.
Oh boy.
The average cost of a bus per mile for a city, not the ticket price.
Now, don't get me wrong. Actually, it is proven that people die a lot when they take a car, right? It's proven as one of I think in time of peace, it's like the first reason to die, something like this, together with smoke. And so, don't get me wrong. People, especially especially people who go drunk or high at the wheel, will cause an accident, a mortal one. And maybe the cost of having this at some point will be less than having actually people driving. But do you trust the initial? I mean, you have to start from somewhere, right? But do you start the first, do you trust the first taxi coming, the first robot taxi? I will not. But again, I'm also stupid, right?
But the average price is about $1 a mile. Whereas the cost of Cybercab, we think probably over time, from the operating cost is probably going to be around 20 cents a mile. And price, including taxes and everything else, probably ends up being 30 or 40 cents a mile. So yes, and you will be able to buy one. Yes, exactly. We expect the cost to be below $30,000. We do expect actually to...
That's a big gamble, though. If in a year they make 3 mortal accidents, it's over. It's over. Also, what do you do if the thing goes crazy, you know? You cannot do anything. What do? You click on a button and it stops? I hope they did something like this, some safety features, because otherwise, I don't know.
To start fully autonomous,
Would I trust it?
unsupervised FSD in Texas and California next year. And that's obviously that's with the Model 3 and Model Y. And then we expect to be in production with the Cybercab, which is really highly optimized for autonomous transport in probably, well, I tend to be a little optimistic with timeframes, but in 2026. So, yeah, before 2027. Let me put it that way. When you get in, you'll see like it's really quite a wild experience to just be in a car with no steering wheel, no pedals, no controls, and it feels great. Something we're also doing is, and it's really high time we did this, is inductive charging. So the robotaxi has no plug. It just goes over the inductive charger and charges. So yeah, it's kind of how it should be. Oh, and also,
The bus.
what happens if you need a vehicle that is bigger than a Model Y? The Robovan. The Robovan is.
To be honest, it does. This one, okay, the car, whatever, but this one looks futuristic and looks kind of cool. No? I mean, it does look a little bit cool. Look at the shape. I mean, it looks futuristic
we're
at,
going to
at
make
least.
this, and it's going to look like that. Now, can you imagine going down the streets and you see this coming towards you? That'd be sick.
Yeah, hopefully not at like 80 miles per hour and straight into you, but looks cool.
So this can carry up to 20 people, and it can also transport goods. So you can configure it for goods transport within a city, or transport of up to 20 people at a time. So this is gonna, the Robovan is what's gonna solve for high density. So if you want to take a sports team somewhere, or you're looking to really get the cost of travel down to, I don't know, 5-10 cents a mile, then you can use the Robovan. Some people call it the Robovan, but speaking of robots.
Anything else?
So everything we've developed for our cars, the batteries, power electronics, the advanced motors, gearboxes, the software, the AI inference computer, it all actually.
But let me tell you something. He also one time showed a truck. It's not the Cybertruck. It's like a proper, like road train that he planned on for substituting the normal road train. But he never did it, right? They never put that thing in. Yeah, that vehicle never made it to the assembly line. I think they made a couple of prototypes, but it never went into proper production. And I wonder why, because that one would be helpful actually. I mean, it's a big dude and will kill a lot of people if it goes berserk. But if you think about it, that will actually bring a lot of value. Like merchandise can travel at night. The person, well, there is no person, so it doesn't have to stop and everything like this. So you can save even room, because inside of the truck you can just, or you can do a mix, like the truck goes while you're asleep and then you go on the wheel. So there is actually some kind of a good trade-off for that particular topic. But why wasn't that in production? I will check it later, but there must have been a reason for it. And now he's moving to minivans. I mean, that one would have been much more profitable and would solve much more issues, in my opinion. So I would be curious why left that project for this one,
Applies to a humanoid robot. It's the
Meaning,
same.
is this also just meant as a, a presentation, but nothing like this will ever go, live or in production? And it's just like to keep the hype on Tesla?
Same techniques. It's just a robot with arms and legs instead of a
I
robot
remember that.
with wheels. And we've made a lot of progress with the Optimus. And as you can see, we started it with someone in a robot suit, sort of down, and then we've progressed dramatically year after year. So if you extrapolate this, you're really going to have something spectacular, something that anyone could own. So you could have your own personal R2-D2 C3PO.
Yeah, and it will end up like iRobot.
I think
Ended up trying to
at
kill
scale,
you.
this would cost something like, I don't know, $20,000-$30,000. Probably less than a car, is my prediction long term. Now, it'll take us a minute to get to the long term, but fundamentally at scale, the Optimus robot, you should be able to buy an Optimus robot for, I think, probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term. So, and
Honestly, though, honestly, what the fuck is this? Like, what is the upside of having him at home? Just to have an extra person who consumes energy? Like, what is the upside of this? Like, okay, let me say cleaning the house. They already exist shit to clean the house that is automatic, and this guy will not do any better than that. Like, why would you have it? Just to take your stuff when you're out? You understand what I mean? Like, what is the upside of having this thing in the house? Like, caring for the children, you want to do that. Much better for you to do that than your child being raised by a robot who speaks like I am. Like, makes no sense. I don't know what is the upside of this. Why would you buy it? Why? Again, if he was a full-fledged human who you can say, do this, do that, and he does it like a free worker, right? Like in the past, then I can get it. But this thing, before it starts to really clean in the house perfectly, and it starts to actually work as if it was a man, will take decades, hundreds of years. So, like, he will just spend money on this. But there is no upside of having this at home.
what can it do? It'll basically do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks.
But again, why could you not do this thing yourself? It is my. If I see this guy moving the rag like this, and taking ages to clean, I will just say, just fuck off, and I will start to do it myself. I don't understand the
Whatever you can
upside.
think of, it will do.
I don't know.
And
I don't know. Weird. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe there is like something I'm missing, but I don't see. Probably only the van I can see that could be interesting, but let's see.